It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Brissett going to go to the air right away. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Brissett's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down throw for Brissett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Brissett now. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Brissett. This is caught. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their 1st-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. His throw incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert on 1st down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Back to throw here, Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Brissett. He's got it to Gibson. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 38, Herbert looking Austin Eckler's way again. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on second and long. Brissett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw again. Brissett. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Going right back to Dotson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will not be able to get the first, as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sly able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. A first down throw for Brissett. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. It's a gain of a yard, and the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys...
And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
They fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Brissett now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Gibson. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Back now at FedEx Field. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Here's Brissett. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Brissett. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First down and they stick with Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Able to slither by. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile,